Hello everyone, my name is Kitanjali Singh and I am currently interning at Lex and Company, and topic for today's video is Arogya Setu app and the right to privacy. Now this video will be of this topic will be covered in two parts, and in this video we learn about what is Arogya Setu app and what is right to privacy, and in next video we learn about the arguments that has been coming over this Arogya Setu apps and the clash between the right to privacy and the conclusion for it. Now, as we all know that in amidst of this unprecedented and chaotic pandemic in the country or in the whole world, concerns are being echoed about the usage and efficiency of a tracing app known as Arogya Setu app. Now, this is an app designed to trace the spread of COVID-19. The question that raised about this app are centered around the right to privacy as a whole. Recently, multiple pleas were being filed before the Kerala High Court challenging the mandatory usage of the app by public and private sector office goers and citizens in the contaminated area. While the center denies the vulnerability of the app to data breach and privacy issues, it strongly affirms that the app has a robust framework of privacy policies. In pursuance of agitation, many activists have put forth their arguments against the app, challenging the inefficient policy framework and the infringement of right to and in the infringement of privacy and the lack of underlying legal protection. Citizens only wish for the lucidity regarding the functioning of the app and the assurance of the protection of their private life and private data. Now we must learn that what is Arogya Setu. It is known as an essentially a contact tracing app that tracks our interaction when someone who could have tested positive for COVID-19 through a Bluetooth or a location generated the social graph and is developed by National Informatics Center of Indian Government. This app is a part of service designed to enable registered users who have come into contact with other registered who have tested positive for COVID-19 and to be notified, traced, and necessitated. When the introduction of digital contact tracing apps in the pandemic affected the countries here, the Indian government opted a similar scheme and conjured upon a mobile application that helps in tracking the virus in the country. This app alerts you if you have come close to a proximity of any person, test even unknowingly test COVID-19 positive, then you will be able to know. The alerts also bring forth instruction on how to self isolate yourself and how to access help and support in the case of development of any kind of symptoms. The Ministry of Electronics and IT estimated the downloads of this app to be have crossed 100 millions. This app contains multiple sections which provides our status, that is regarding the proneness of the risk, a self-assessment test, COVID-19 updates, and an e-pass if an applied and made available. It also tells how many COVID positive cases are around you and present in the radius of 500 meter, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 5 kilometer, and 10 kilometer from a registered to registered person user. Now we must understand what is right to privacy. As we all know that on the global level, this right is considered to be the fundamental human right recognized not only in India and nationally but by international declarations like UN Declaration of Human Rights UDHR, the International Convent of Civil Political Rights in numerous other treaties and conventions. These rights coexist with the elements of human dignity, security, reinforcement reserves. Concerning the right's significance, many countries have already recognized the right to privacy in their constitution. There is a constant conflict in India regarding the right to privacy in India and their citizens. In a few countries like United States, Ireland, and India, the apex courts have implied that right is found in other provisions of their own previous constitution and respective constitutions. The Constitution of India encompasses the right to privacy under Article 21, which is a requisite of Article to life and personal liberty. The scope of this article is considered as multidimensional in our constitutional history. The very first instance of the debate about whether the right to privacy comes under the ambit of Article 21 and is a fundamental right or not was in the case of MP Sharma versus Satish Chandra of 1956 SCR 1077, where it was held that right to privacy will not be considered as a fundamental right, but the same was reiterated in the case of Khadak Singh versus Uttar Pradesh of 1964, and but after 11 years, another case before the apex court, Honorable Supreme Court Govind versus State of Madhya Pradesh in 1975, it was decided that right to privacy is implicit under Article 21, bolstered by the personal liberty. This scene took historic turn when the rights history associated with the case of K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India of 2017, in which the judgment was passed by the apex court that right to privacy is a fundamental right and will not lose its significance status amongst the golden trinity of Article 14, right to equality, Article 19, right to freedom, and Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. These three rights are known as golden triangle of the Constitution, which requisites that as a whole a person should not lose these rights, and any person who infringe or anybody who infringe must be held liable. Now, with the constant expansion of the digital world, the government has been vigilant and particular in securing the privacy of the data of its subject. Section 43 of IT Technology Act 2002 2000 also includes right to privacy, which makes unauthorized access in a computer resource as an offense. Since this right is emerging as one of the most essential rights of this era, it is imperative for the government to protect the rights of privacy as more and more personal data is being acquired by both governmental and non-governmental organizations for various purposes. Now, in the next video, we'll learn about the several arguments that has been argued in the pleas given by many activists against the right to privacy, and what was the decision and what is the status of it right now. That was all. Thank you.